Appears some folks have been using this as a dumping ground, no big deal. I see what looks like to me it's either a John Deere or it might even be original WeedEater. Original WeedEater. Let's see. Oh, it is seized. All right, well, nope, not seized, just tight, which is good. It means maybe it's got compression. I just broke the recoil, no big deal. Let's see, this carburetor seized up. Nah, carburetor's got a little movement to her. Oh yeah, that bowl's no big deal. Anything in the old tankaroo? Nothing in the old tankaroo. Is it complete? Yeah, she looked complete to me. This is a tiny unit. Give this to the executive producer. Let her use it. This is going in the... It's got a lot of problems. Okay, no lines on there. The recoil's all forked. But she's free. Whoa, look at this thing. That looks like the kind of municipal thing I'm not allowed to take, but I would love to weld that to the front of a Jeep. Alrighty, friends, let's see what we can figure out on this little sweetie. I'm hoping we can do a nice quick and dirty confirmation of whether or not she's got compression, how it looks inside, and that'll let us know, is there anything we can do with this bad boy, or should we put it back in the abandoned lot where we found it? Right off the hop, I can tell you the recoil needs a little work, and somebody deleted the trigger mechanism, no big deal. Interesting, it kind of looks like they were actually still using it. They got like a, like maybe they were just pulling this. How do I release this guy? Looks like... There we go. Maybe we can just pull the Z-bar. There we go, Z-bar out. Let that whole thing come out as one if it wants to. So the only thing holding us together at this point appears to be the kill wires there. So we'll pop this guy off. And then this other one is held on with Allen. Please don't break. Oh, buddy. Let's give her a little spritz. Not that it's going to do too much. It ain't going to hurt, though. There we go. This over here for a moment. Oh, we got compression. Yeah, it's pretty decent compression. Got the green crusties up there. See them? Let's get this in the vise, see what we're up against. Moment of truth. Not terrible. Being completely honest. Actually smells just fine. So let's see. We know this thing's not seized. We know it's got at least a bit of compression. We know the plug is at least decent. Let's clean the plug up some. 28 on the dot, so that's perfect. A little room to break in. This is a new plug. I almost wonder if it's a brand new plug and someone was trying to diagnose the no start. But let's see if she's got any spark. All right, now the recoil is also not seized, but it's not returning properly. Well, would you look at that? All right, so the things that were retaining this were too tight and they were digging in. Let's see if we can't put these back in a little bit lighter. I'm even gonna do this. We'll spray a little bit around the outside there. Just keep a little film on it. That should help it roll along these little retaining pieces of steel. There we go. Had to get the square shaft to index into the square hole. Oh, buddy. Oh, she's gonna go. No problem. All right, friends, I got her back together, and two interesting things are happening. One, when you pull it, ow, forgot it was getting spark. I just shocked the hell out of my hand. One of the interesting things is that it's getting spark. I don't know if you saw. The other one is that it's spitting out clear liquid pretty significantly. I don't know if that's shown up on the camera there. I'm guessing that's probably water from sitting, honestly. So what we're gonna attempt to do, I did smell it. It doesn't smell like gasoline or anything. Nah, it's definitely not. Don't try this at home. We're just gonna blast this down there. First off, to double check that it's not gasoline. It's not. And try to dry it out a little bit without melting the plastic. Might have better luck with a heat gun. Honestly, I wanted to know, make sure it wasn't gasoline. Confirmed it's water, so if we can't get her to fire, it's probably because of that. Let's try a little bit of the 2-stroke down there. It's real heavy on the oil. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, but I do think it's because the cylinder's all full of water. Let's see about pulling this air filter off. All right, so weirdly, the gasket back there is in pretty decent shape. The carb itself doesn't look too bad. Not teabag at all. Alrighty, friends, it's a few days down the road. I got called away the other night. Trust you'll excuse me. We're back, though. Let's see what's going on the fuel pump side of the world. My assumption is that this cube carburetor is going to be all full of potatoes. And we can clean it out, and assuming the diaphragms are not harder than a carp, should be able to rebuild her. Wow. Well, that ain't teabag, is it? Oof. Smells real bad, though. Yeah, she look real clean, though. I'm actually quite surprised. How's this diaphragm? These flaps act as valves, open and close, create suction, move fuel around. This is your primer bulb on this side. Surprisingly, it looks like it was still sealing on there. This whole side of the thing doesn't look too bad. Maybe we can still reuse this carb. The metering side of the world looks like. Alrighty, now a little bit of junk, but honestly I think that's more from the diaphragm than anything else. Inside here, a little bit of debris. You see whatever this is? See that little brown bit of junk? That's some compressed sawdust, dirt, whatever it picked up. Really not that bad. Oh, hear that? That diaphragm, she's spent. So what happens is your fuel pump side pulls it up from the tank, spits it through over onto this side. This metering diaphragm kind of works as your float bowl. Right here is your needle. Well, there's your needle on this pivot arm, seats down in there obviously. So you have all the components of a traditional carb. On these cube carbs, they're just laid out a bit different. The long and the short of it is, to be able to pump, this diaphragm needs to be totally supple and new, and with no love on that one. So unfortunately, with these 2-stroke cube carbs, if these are spent, there's really nothing you can do. So let me see if I have anything that'll fit, or possibly another carburetor. I think this is going to be a Zama carburetor. Let's see what we're looking at here. If this will give us any hints, or it could just be a no name. I think WeedEater was probably using, oh, it's Walbro, I think. Is that a Walbro? Nope, Zama. Alrighty, friends, I think this Chinesium unit, which I happen to have in stock, may fit. Maybe we can steal the diaphragm. So this is a super generic trimmer carburetor. You see it on some steels, actually. I've put this on steels. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Craftsman, you don't like Craftsman crap like that. This little kit here, I think, has gaskets. Yeah, cool. So this has, oh, we even need fuel on. These Chinese kits get a lot of crap. Here's the thing. I don't remember how much. Usually I write the price on it. I didn't write it on this one. These are between $10 and $20. Hopefully this one was closer to 10. Comes with a spark plug. Is it the plug we need? The one we came out of was a CJ8, but I actually think these are compatible. We're certainly going to give that a shot. I'm almost 100% sure these are compatible with these. Somebody was telling me something recently about spark plugs with an R in the name. Never mind. I'll do that in a later video. The point was these Chinese kits, you get a lot of value for 20 bucks. I mean, listen, this trimmer is not a generational tool. So new gaskets for the machine, you know, from between the carb and the machine and the air cleaner. A bit of this foam, which I almost never use, but I save it. And it's really good to have around for other applications. Additionally, here's a new float bowl and even a new fuel screen. So I don't hate these kits. Also, a lot of times you're able to take whatever you need off of these and then still use the original carburetor. So let's pull off the metering diaphragm and see if by any stretch of the imagination, that almost looks like it might work, eh? Yeah, not teabag, let's find out. By any stretch of the imagination, could we just pull the metering diaphragm? Because you always want to keep the original carb. Though I will say one thing, this upgraded carb has high and low adjustments. This looks to only have low. Only has a low speed adjustment, so it would be nice to have both on there. Maybe we could get it running a little better. Now the metering diaphragm is stuck to this whole back piece. Do I try to take it off, or do you think I should just try to nope, no, it's gonna come off. It's never been used, so it should come off. See, now for comparison, here's the one we pulled out of our machine. Here's a brand new one, straight from the mainland communists. So supple, oh my goodness. Now, here's a bummer. It looks like it would almost fit, except it almost looks like the rest of that circle wanted to be punched out and just didn't fully come out, or maybe I'm making that up. Can I poke a bunch of holes to make it work? So there's still plenty of gasket material around it, so if I'm able to remount that hole, fudge it, man, this isn't rocket science. It's not rocket surgery, it's just a weed eater. Give her a shot. If it doesn't work, we'll take it out. Alrighty friends, I realize how ridiculous this video quality is with the lighting I got right now, but we filled her up. She's leaking a bit. We'll figure out what that's all about. I didn't spray anything else down her. I just got the choke on about halfway. Let's screw, put it on all the way. Let's see what she does. Alright, this is a bit of overkill and it might not work because I think this tester's too long, but I wanted to try a compression test. Let's make sure the cylinder or piston's not going to hit the test piece there. Alright, we're good. Let's just see if it's got any compression. Maybe that's... It did bark that one time though, and it's very clearly full of water, so that's... We're gonna have to reckon with all the water at some point. Let's see what we can do here. Wow, that's pretty definitive. I know I had it off camera there, but it's even after a couple seconds, so methinks she'll be fine. All right, hey! I just found my Leatherman. Well, it's the next night. I spent all day thinking I lost this. I could have sworn I brought this to work today. All right, cool. I thought I lost my Leatherman. That was a pretty bad day. Moving along, though. This is night, what are we on, like night 8 of doing this stupid trimmer that I don't even need and no one's probably going to buy? As I was walking upstairs last night after shutting down the camera there, it occurred to me, there's probably water all in this thing because it was sitting out in that field for God knows how long. So this is less and less looking like a worthy use of our time, but what you need to do if you're going to try to get into the type of stuff I do, you really got to categorize your own time as dead useless. So what we're going to do is I'm going to disassemble the whole thing real quick. I'm not going to take y'all along with me because nobody wants a 4-hour long video working on this trimmer. Let me just pull her apart real quick. Let's confirm whether or not there is water on the inside. Alrighty friends, first of all, I just learned that this tank is leaking. Can y'all see that crack there? It's hairline, it's right there. But that might have been the reason this guy was parked. I also forgot. Oh, yeah, see? There she goes. Where she stops. Stop. Nobody knows. Hopefully soon. I also forgot that the back cover on these is basically, this is your crankcase cover. I don't know what you want to call it. But there we go. We're staring down the dress. Right, I mean, right there. There's the tail of the tape. You see those water bubbles sitting in the oil? Now, yes, that's an excessive amount of unburned fuel and oil and just general crappiness down in there. You see how much that's probably, yeah, it mostly smells like gasoline. I'm guessing it's all the stuff that I put down there, plus the water that was already in there, plus God knows what else. We're going to try to soak it up with this thing. See how far that takes us. And you could tell just looking at it, that's not all oil. There's plenty of water in there. You can actually, you can kind of see some of it mixing. Anyway, so I'm thinking that we were getting contamination from the crankcase into the combustion chamber. That's my hypotenuse right now. So I'm going to continue cleaning this out. Give her the old once over. And then we'll see if she won't bow to life again. I didn't even have to take the carb off. That's pretty nice. I would take the... I think that muffler's held on with that that spring. Is that what that's doing? Certainly looks like it. That is. Wow, that's all that's holding that muffler on there. Maybe I'll try to get that muffler off, see what the side of the piston looks like. Friends, I'm going to try to take this muffler off without taking the front cover off. Or should I just move the front cover? All right, fine. I'll move the front cover. Alrighty, friends. There you have it. There's your two-stroke. All the extra bits you see on trimmers and blowers is just marketing wank, I guess. Alrighty, friends. Can you see that cylinder in there? She looked good to me. Actually looks great. I see no scoring at all. So, yeah, that. So we're going to send it. Alrighty, friends. Sprayed a little bit of the good stuff down the old throat hole there. And I completely deleted the kill switch. So let's see where we're at now. I guess I'll hook up the fuel. Why not, right? Boy, this thing is really just fighting me left and right, isn't she? Let's check that spark plug for the 84th time. Well, the good news is the spark plug didn't come out all soaking wet this time, so I'm actually going to slam the answer back in. I think we'll just put a spark tester on it. That is... well, it is spark. I mean, shoot. Should be enough to explode some brake clean, for fork's sake, right? Well, that sounded like it wanted to go, didn't it? Let's go no choke, and let's try the adjustment screw a bit. Hey, not teabag there. Alrighty, friends, that is in a big way what success on this garbage picked machine looks like. Alrighty, friends, that's all there is to it. She's running. She's a runner. She starts consistently. It's a beautiful thing. There's no reason to make this 20-minute video any longer with more yipping and yapping, so I want to tell you real quick. In the garage, so I've got this thing running, and I asked myself, what am I going to do with it? I don't need it as a weed whacker. I could try to sell it, but if we're being honest here, it's not worth a lot. It's a tiny unit, it's an older unit, and it's got some cosmetic issues. So let's do something fun with it. I'm thinking one of two things. Either a power head for a super tiny outboard for like a kayak, or we'll use it to power a razor scooter. I dug through the garage, through my wall of shame and bins of bits and bobs, and I got the stuff. I've got a little left-hand prop from a trolley motor or a little tire and wheel and stuff I need, so I'm gonna do it under the squawk boxes. Do you want me to take this Featherlite out on the river in my kayak, or you want it, out on the road on a Razor scooter? Y'all let me know down there in the squawk boxes. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down there in the squawk boxes. Aside from let me know what you want to do, let me know what you thought about the video. Do you like this kind of thing? I have a whole other channel that I was working on called Doug V Carburetor that did just this stuff. It got too cumbersome to run 2 channels, so I'm bringing Doug V Carburetor back over to D&E in the Garage. So you will see Doug V Carburetor videos on D&E in the Garage. So that's all there is to it. This video obviously is another step towards broadening the horizons of the channel. That's the name of the game. 2023 is D&E in the Garage's broadening our horizons year. It's our junior year of college. We're figuring out who we really want to be. Leaving some of the stereotypes of junior year. We're not just Jeeps, bud. Well, we're Jeeps, but we're not just Jeeps. So what do you want to see? Weed Whacker kayak motor or Weed Whacker Razor scooter? Comment down in the squawk boxes. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you don't watch, I got no reason to make these things. So your view, literally, is helping me make the next video. Thanks for watching.